I've always observed you, and I like, actually really talented, and I've always felt like it was unfortunate that people would never necessarily want you to like live in your moment. They always want you to live in your past.
Oh my God.
And ask you about your past. You know, does that get to, well, I see that face, like.
My man. It's like 15 years ago. No way. You're still talking about it? No, I'm kidding. You know what? A lot of people ask me about my past, and here's the thing. It's part of my life. So I expect people to ask certain questions. People are curious. Maybe they didn't see the previous interview when I answered all those questions. Maybe they want to know for themselves. Maybe they think I'm gonna have a different answer. I don't know. But at the end of the day, I don't let it get me down. I don't feel a certain way about it. It was a wonderful, wonderful time in my life, and I'm blessed that I was even able to be a part of one of the biggest girl groups, you know, known to man, and travel the world at the age of like 14, 15. Like, I could have been at school with my juice box, you know what I'm saying, trying to figure my life out. But God had a different plan, and I'm happy He did. So I don't take those moments for granted, and I expect it. I know people are gonna have those questions.
It's not like what we were talking about. It's like, you know, people need to know what to celebrate. Like you said, like celebrate. It's a great time of my life.
This fly is really trying to make an appearance in my whole experience.
You know, you celebrate, and it's like everything, whether it's comments like you were talking about on Instagram, or like that video that came out a couple of months ago or whatever.
That video was so funny. Wasn't it funny? It was funny. I laughed. I was like, when did that even happen? And look at my face. I was just like giving shade. I think we were all giving shade. I think we were all tired, but I think people thought it was one thing and it really wasn't. Like, what Kelly was saying was true. Like, everybody knew the position. That's why the group worked for as long as it did. It's because everybody played the position. There was a lead singer, there was a second lead, which Kelly was, there was an alto, a soprano, and a spokesperson. We all wore our little titles, and we all wore them well. That's why people never stepped on each other's foot. That's why people played their positions the way they did, and that's why every single one of us knows how to be a team player. And that's also why all of us are still out here trying to function and have grown in our careers, and has grown, you know, we've grown as women, and that's from that experience, I feel. But of course, you know, people want to read into things. They'd be like, why would they throw a shade at Kelly? And I'm like, nobody throwing no dang on shade. We was probably just tired. Or maybe she stole my chips, knowing my behind. I was still mad about it before. I don't know. But I don't think it was that. And maybe he just had to call. Somebody get her a Halls. Like, it's a moment. But of course, it was a whole thing. But people are people.